Go for it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We bring you once again a most tantalizing matchup. Greg.
I am so nervous. I shouldn't be. I was full of beans at the start of the night. And now, why have they not started? There we go. I've given them the thumb already. This is for Who Will Face Me. And there is no graphic for this one because it has changed so much through the night.
Card is subject to change, Greg.
Yeah, it's very much subject to change. 50% of these guys, no, 3/4 of these guys were not supposed to be in this match. So it's very much changed.
Well, needs must as the devil drives. We still have some of the finest competitors known to professional wrestling competing in this matchup. We see the Scottmaster on the left.
There's definitely going to be allegiances in this match because 2 of them are your stablemates.
That's right. The 2 central on your screens just now are those European guys.
And to be honest, this match is actually 100% heels right now, which makes it very interesting.
Now, that's a great tradition here at PPVW.
90% heel.
We have very few
knees
actual
to start
bases.
it off. Knees from every angle. Drop kick from the big man.
Right, this is a counter to our normal matchups here at PPVW. This is a pure heavyweight matchup. Lots of big bruising competitors here.
A cruiserweight world champion. It's why it's a world champion, not a heavyweight champion.
World champion, Craig.
It's Dominion, not weight division.
Oh, big elbow drop to the back of Magico Miguel. Definitely. Those European guys taking a bit of a shellacking here.
Now remember, it's elimination rules, so will the European guys stick? It seems the European guys are sticking together right now.
Run us through the rules for this matchup here. Is this an all-v-all or is this a tag team matchup?
It is all v all. It is fatal 4-way elimination, but right now it's going to be a tag team for the next while, I assume. But at some point they have to turn on each other. But I imagine that your stablemates will be wanting to whittle it down to just them and then eliminate each other.
It makes sense. Unlike the Hardy Boys at every Royal Rumble, you probably shouldn't batter your friends until you've eliminated everyone else first.
No. But here we go. I think both, for the first time in this match, I think that's both European guys away to go down. Oh no! They're actually playing by the rules a bit now.
Scottmaster
and I think that was a major counter, to be honest, because the Hood hasn't. Well, the Hood's now out of counters.
Not a miscommunication in the ring just now. A strong power bomb here. Oh, power bomb by Claude.
He could possibly roll out of the ring, but he's not getting the option. It's been a bit temperamental tonight, that one.
Oh, DDT.
As the master of the reversal, how are you feeling about the reversal opportunities? I feel they're missing a lot.
I mean, they do appear to, but sometimes it is actually part of the game plan. Sometimes when you're on the ground, you don't want to be countering because you don't find yourself in that much of an advantageous position.
Also, you can tell this is heavyweights because look at the damage already across the board.
That's right. Everyone has got a big chunk of red in their health bars here. Although, we are still only around that mid 80%.
Oh, is that a roll-up?
It's a roll-up. It is indeed.
Oh, it's the reverse.
The Hood has reversed that pinning predicament.
Oh, really? What? You can definitely tell there are sides in this now.
European solidarity we just saw there.
This is a long delay. Oh, he reversed on the first one. But no, he didn't. He just took a bit of time to measure.
Oh, Scottmaster headbutted to the mat. Monet as well, taking control here.
He could attack his own teammate here, but I don't think he's going to.
I don't know how much
is this him going to go for it? Oh, it's a doubt.
It's the doupening. He has doubted him hard.
Just pushed him in the red health. Is it enough? 1, 2.
Oh my God.
And he's out.
That was a very small threshold to be kicking out of.
Yep. Jewel kick out. But we've had our first finisher, and 2 signatures are already on the board. Ooh. Scottmaster's actually his finisher now. But the thing is, with this teamwork element, what does that mean?
He's countered. Scottmaster's lost his finisher.
And
oh my Lord!
The Hood is out. It's essentially a 2-on-1 affair now.
Monet has taken the Hood out of this matchup. We now have the 2 European guys.
Disappointed, he slides back.
The 2 European guys versus the Scottmaster. Now, I'm pretty sure we will see some element of alliance here.
If I have to face Magico Miguel again after all of this.
Steamboat Savage.
Here we go. What's he going to do? He's picking up Scott. Ooh, shin breaker.
There are some matchups which just are destined to occur here, Craig.
Yep, at many when we have very few people arriving. As you can see, the Hood He got himself in a good position, but he's still not ready. He's still not ready for the big time. This is what happens when you rush people to the top of the card. We saw it with Rory. Rory became a top-level competitor after a good amount of seasoning. This time, though, Gibbo, the Hood, was not ready. With a bit of time, he shows so much potential. Incredibly happy, as I say it to him as he asks, how happy does that make me?
Miguel with a big suplex on the Scottmaster there.
It's not looking
Monet
good for Scottmaster.
content to stand and watch this.
They have to turn on each other at some point.
But will that be before or after the Scottmaster is eliminated?
Scottmaster has very little health. Oh, that could have been, that was almost miscommunication there. Oh, it is miscommunication. He redialed and he still got the wrong line.
Scottmaster with a big lariat to the back of Magico Miguel. He covers over Monet, but he doesn't stay down for the 1 count.
Is this dissension in the ranks? Is someone off someone else's European Christmas card list? That's long distance to send those cards in between these spanning countries.
That's right. As part of the European Union, though, we've had some kind of collective deal so that we can deliver them all quite cheaply in comparison.
Oh, almost again. Is this all really good ring awareness from Scottmaster?
Oh, big backdrop driver. Scottmaster's dumped on his helmeted head.
I still think it's going to be bouncing around in there. It's going to be like a ping pong ball inside a bucket, just going around.
There is definitely the capacity for more damage to be done to the head of the Scottmaster here. But he kicks out before the 2 count. What resilience.
His energy is low. His health is low. His body is in pieces. What is left?
What's going on here?
Miscommunication. So much miscommunication.
He's countered it. Oh, cross-body onto Magico Miguel.
He has... Is this his opportunity?
Oh. Scottmaster turned it around.
But he's just going to go for the pin. It's too big a window. And he didn't even have to use his resiliency. Scottmaster has a signature.
But every competitor here...
Oh, he does it! Tory battery! But he's having a bit of a snooze. He's not going to be able to crawl to the pin in time because I think... Oh no, Magico Miguel's got... He's just getting up! Oh. These men are titans. If anyone was facing them after this match, they should surely be terrified.
The European Union certainly seems unassailable on this evening.
The heart we're seeing from a man we generally consider one of the greatest of heels. Is he earning?
Oh, it's the hot Monaco.
It's the Spanish Inquisition. I have to tell the teammate of the man who just performed the move.
Oh, big German suplex. A European nation which is not represented here.
The leader wants all the spoils for himself.
Scottmaster kicks out again. Ladies and gentlemen, I've seen off in the distance on the other side of the arena, Jacques Picage is skulking around with the cash in the case briefcase.
Oh my God, they're running on shit.
Miguel covers Scottmaster.
This is the problem. Even if he reverses and avoids the contact, it's going to take a lot for him to be able to get this finisher. Scott could get a finisher on one of these guys. Magico Miguel's put himself in a great position. 2 finishers ready to go.
On the side down there. I'll get in a second. Thank you.
Food is being delivered from the truck.
It certainly is. It is
executive table.
It is a tuna toasty.
Is that
I'm
lobster?
very much looking forward to it.
Lobster thermidor. Radish rosettes. My goodness. Ooh. The ref is down.
Monet in control just here.
I think that actually moved a tectonic plate because it seems to have knocked everyone in the ring down. The San Andreas fault is definitely in a different position from where it was a few minutes ago.
The mighty Frenchman takes Scottmaster for a bosey.
These guys, for heavyweights, oh my goodness, what's he going to do? He has to hit a button. He times it perfectly and then walks. No one expected him to simply walk.
Ooh.
One finisher.
Beautiful release suplex onto the knee.
He counters it. What's he going to do?
Oh,
he does it if he can just get in and pin Claude. 1, 2. Oh, the leader kicks out. Scottmaster still has a signature.
Ooh. Once again, basement drop kick to the back of knees, but Miguel no-sells it. He continues
Scott
on.
Doesn't have a signature. My God, he almost had the perfect opportunity to have this as much of a heel fairy tale opportunity as he could have had.
Another big backdrop driver, dropping Miguel to his head.
He's gone vegetable. He's just lying there on his side.
He's giving everything he has to this matchup. And I feel in this almost handicap matchup, he just doesn't have enough to give here.
In Scottish culture, that's traditionally a sign of affection, but in France, it's actually a sign of war, that Bosey.
That's right.
It's how the French Revolution was started. What's it? He's stacking him up.
Jackknifes him.
There's no danger of him being flipped over because you know that Claude Monet will break it unless he really wants to create some kind of ripple in this faction. Oh no, the knee! I thought he would hit Claude Monet too.
Scottmaster here doing incredibly well considering the two opponents which appear to be in cahoots.
To be honest, the longer this goes, the less in favor it is for Magico Miguel, because he's just allowing Claude Monet to build to a finisher. If Claude Monet can build to a finisher, then he's going to be in even footing almost with Magico Miguel.
But Miguel has 2 finishers stored in the bank as well. Monet still hasn't got one. He needs to get a successful signature to convert that thing into...
I don't think that he's not wanting to use his finisher. Both of the guys do not want to use a finisher to put him away.
That's Magico Miguel with potentially a 3rd finisher here. If anyone's going to be putting Scottmaster away, I reckon it has to be Miguel in this situation. Although saying that's the big headbutt to the chest, the Scottmaster. Claude Monet, he covers him. He's got that resiliency though,
he
but
doesn't need that resiliency. We are looking at a long one here.
What a slobber knocker. Nintendo is distracted with Miguel. Monet does not have his cover counted. He must be furious at this, Craig.
I know. That's a big window. I would be surprised if Scott did not hit that last one.
All it takes, though, is a momentary lapse in concentration.
Exactly, or a faulty controller, as we've seen tonight.
Technical issues, maybe, but technically, I did retain my Intercontinental Championship.
I guess it's what the final graphic shows, not what the heart truly wants. What's he doing? He didn't break it.
Here's Monet in control. He's going for a submission.
He's going for a submission. He does not want to use his finisher. He wants to save it for his teammate. That's love.
I don't think he will get this. I don't think he's got enough gas in the tank to submit the man.
None of these guys are technicians, let's be honest.
Big roll in Bosey once again. Monet killing time here.
Magico Miguel has so much stuff to work with. He's not cooking with gas. He has several kitchens ready to make his meal at the drop of a hat.
Much like Pablo Picasso, Magico Miguel is an artist in his field, and his field just happens to be causing pain to people inside the square circle.
I would say his field just seems to be holding on to everything and not using it. Like, I mean, these guys are playing a tactical game, but there's got to be something that the fans want, and this is just, neither of the guys got, I'm not seeing any killer instinct from either of these guys right now.
I feel like the hubris of those European guys may be a downfall of them. They just
they're just allowing all the counters to come back to the Scottmaster. His body is purple and broken.
Now, if they had any kind of submission holds which targeted the core of the body.
It's the biggest of splashes.
It's a big splash indeed. He's got a resiliency though. He can kick out here. And he doesn't need the resiliency.
Doesn't need resiliency. That's the most common location for that kick out window, and he still had plenty of room.
This is a real snobber-locker here.
It's the slobberiest of knockers, that is for sure.
What a mental image there, Craig.
I know. It's quite disturbing. Oh, he's got another opportunity. He's broke it. He's broke it. But it's not the one. It's not a knockdown. He needs a knockdown counter to actually get anywhere with this. He needs 2 successful knockdown counters and a finisher to be able to do this. Scott has enough to do it. He just needs a good run of luck.
The European guys keep cranking away with the submission holds on the Scottmaster. Even though these guys are my boys, I can't say I appreciate the way they're going about this matchup. Nintendo's down. Monet can't get his cover.
He's helping up the ref. This has got to be a disqualification. It's got to be a disqualification.
Don't punch him. Don't punch him, Miguel. Scottmaster. What an incredibly resilient athlete
Magico Miguel has 3 finishers.
And it's the Boston Crab.
That's his purple body.
It's the walls of Madrid. Doesn't quite get the finish there. Now he's got an OMG moment in the bag, but
he doesn't want to use that. He'll use up 2 finishers in one go.
That's right, and if he gets countered, that's him without.
Oh my goodness!
This is just disgusting. These 2 men brutalizing the Scottmaster here.
Both these
and
guys,
once again,
their fingers going to be tired, which I'm okay with when it comes to the world title.
It's the Catalan separation.
It's the Catalina wine mixer. That has to be a rope break. Ref.
There has to be.
Oh, it's down to the last two guys.
And that's the
finally,
end of the
we will see
Scottmaster.
it. And he stacks him up.
He jackknifes him.
I hope it's a roll-up.
It's the sexiest of pins. And it's the end. Oh my God. Magico Miguel steals it.
Magico Miguel faces the same person, me, who he beat earlier in the night.
No love lost between
He
the competitors
does it through
here.
a roll-up.
Scottmaster is absolutely devastated, but those European guys embrace in the playing area.
Disgusting display towards the end. No killer instinct there.
That was an extended period of watching a man be beaten down by two men who are definitely working.
He felt like I think he earned the respect. Scottmaster earned the respect fighting through that. He just needed too much of an insane run of luck.
The Scottmaster could have given up. He could have thrown in the towel way earlier on, but he did not. The Scottmaster fought to the end, was not successful, and Magico Miguel rolled up Monet for the win.
Yeah, that is all she wrote. Let's see if he can do his victory here. Look at him. So sweaty, so successful. We'll see
What a man.
We'll see
What
how
a
he
champion
does.
here.
We'll see how he does up next.